Hi guys, I'm Jiaoying Summers. Welcome back to Tiger MILF podcast.
Your dad, what was his story?
He's drunk.
And he beat your mom, right, or something?
He beat me.
Beat you?
My mom beat him.
Your mom beat him?
Yes, he beat me.
Give me an example.
So my father is a sweet, handsome man. He's very good looking, and he's very spoiled by my grandparents. They just he was very good at school. He's gorgeous. He's a boy. They really spoiled him. They think he was just so charming and perfect. So he was so spoiled. He just talk out of anything adult activity. He didn't want to work. He never worked, but he loved reading books. He's a genius. He's very smart, very good with poetry, writing, math. Like he's just good at school, but he doesn't want to work. He's lazy.
Okay.
So when he's 20, he got married to my mom, who's 19. My mom is a workaholic. So she married up. My father from better family. My mom lost my mother's side grandpa. My grandpa died when my mom was 6. So she grew up with a widow grandma. My grandma was a widow. So she just felt she married up. So,
that's where the workaholism kicked in, right?
Yeah,
she started
had
working
to
early.
work. And her mom was super sexist.
Was what?
Sexist. My grandmother, my mom's side, against
girls?
my mom, girls, and she had boys. My mom,
but like you say, at least she didn't put her in an orphanage,
right? Yeah. She's lucky, but my mom couldn't eat. There's not enough food at home, and they always give the boys. She's always starving. That's why she said. That's why she's short. But I think that's not right. Why? But she said.
No, it could be. It could be why. It does affect the growth and development.
Yeah, she blamed my height all the time. She's like, "Why can't you be taller than Eileen Gu?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm taller than you."
Well, tell her she made you diet too much.
Yeah, exactly. I should be eating more. She took the rest.
Did you have an eating disorder at any time?
I didn't have, but I just I like to eat. But if I feel bad, I had in high school. I did stick my finger in my throat and throw up.
For how long?
For 6 months. But I still didn't lose a lot of weight. I don't know why.
So you gave up on that?
Yeah, I stopped doing it.
So you're probably binging also. Binge eating, purging.
I eat healthy. So I binge eating chicken feet, so it doesn't really kill me.
Chicken feet?
Yeah. I like the weird Chinese food.
I've never eaten chicken feet.
I'll make it for you.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
So what I'm struggling with is trying to understand the social historical context of your upbringing versus flat out abuse, emotional abuse. It's hard. Because, I mean, your parents lived through the cultural purge and stuff, right? Your grandparents particularly.
Yes.
And they saw abuse and they survived all that. And people that survived that kind of stuff were traumatized and they pass that trauma down to their kids.
Yes.
And in their head, they're saying, I want her to be strong. I don't want her to, got to be smart, got to be thin, got to be good looking, got to survive. I don't want to, I'm anxious as a parent, so I want to get that all through to her.
Yes.
But they do it in very abusive ways because they went through horrible stuff.
Yes. So my dad is, when they got married, he never worked. He's always drunk. And she is angry at him. But he's not abusive. He's drunk. He likes to be drunk. He's lazy. So when they get in argument, she will hit him. He didn't really hit back. But if I do something wrong, if I didn't do my homework on time, I should be doing it at 6 p.m. and I'm just fooling around, don't do it. And he got frustrated, he'll slap me.
In the face?
Yeah.
Hard? Like where it scared you?
Hard. Normally it's not gonna bleed. One time I was bleeding is that he was very angry because I called his mistress a whore. His mistress? Yeah, he was cheating on my mom with a mistress. She had a hotel with like a massage. What do you call it? Like a hot spring massage. There's like you can take a bath.
Can we just call that a prostitute?
Yeah, it's a brothel. Yeah.
And why did you know about that?
I was there. After school, I got dropped off there. I just, sometimes I ride my bike there to do my homework.
And he wouldn't hide it? He'd just be hanging out at the brothel drunk?
Yeah, he's in the front desk. There's an office and his mistress would be hanging out with. She worked there. But
wait, so you'd take him, I thought he didn't work.
He worked there, but he just hang out there because there's alcohol there.
At a brothel.
So it's
was he a
brothel.
pimp?
It's low key brothel.
Was he
we have a
pimp?
hotel and a restaurant, and then attached with a place where people can take a bath and get a massage and get other things.
A finish.
So it's like my mom is always busy because she was expanding the business in the city. This is like an outskirts of the city. So the manager is there running the business. My father is there drunk because there's alcohol there.
But was he just running the front desk or something? He didn't work.
He sit in the front desk to get alcohol. Then he would go to the office. We say office, but where he play mahjong, the Chinese mahjong.
I see. And so they'd send you there just because that's where your dad was. Your mom was working.
Yeah. So I go there to do my homework.
And did he expose you to these women?
Yes.
He didn't care.
Yeah.
So when you ask why are you so fucked up, why is it not obvious to you?
I grew up in a brothel.
In a brothel with both abusive parents hitting you and striking you. Do you know what happens to your brain with kids' brains when they were hit? Did they ever hit you with an object?
Yes, my mom threw a chair on my forehead. And a dictionary too.
And so what happens when kids are subjected to that, it shatters their regulatory system. Okay. And so they dissociate. Like when this was ever happening to you, do you ever feel like you were like in a dream or watching from above?
Yes, I feel good.
You feel good because you were disconnected from it. Yeah. And that is a survival strategy that becomes a way of managing unpleasant emotions that's pathological. It's not a good way to manage emotions. It's a good way to survive in that moment, but when it happens over and over, it just becomes the way you manage unpleasant feelings, which are left behind by all those experiences too.
I'm gonna cry.
So
I think it makes sense. I'm sorry.
I don't think you're gonna cry.
But I don't want to ruin my makeup.
Then you're not gonna
It
cry.
kind of makes sense now.
Well, that's simple.
A lot of sense now because
But that's the simple part. The hard part is reaching those parts of yourself that are left behind by all the abuse. They're sort of unattended. And like I feel that you're feeling tight in your stomach, right? Yes?
Sorry.
There's tightness here, yes?
Yeah.
Because I feel it too, right? I can feel what you're feeling. You're not used to having that kind of connection to people.
I just felt like I
Get
can
her
take,
some Kleenex, please. Yes,
I can take some hit, and I'm just so cool and great. People are so weak and disgusting. I hate them.
Yeah, but
I know I'm fucked up. I can't keep.
But you are all those strong things. But the weak and disgusting stuff is some part of yourself that you're trying to keep away.
I think it's not normal. I thought it was normal. I just doing my homework. My dad's.
Well, this is what I was saying.
Mistress.
It's hard to divorce all that from the social historical moment in which you were raised. There was a lot of shit raining down on people from the history of China and what happened there, you know.
I think one of the worst moment. I make it funny. I think it's funny, but I never thought it was funny. It was one of the most. I think one of the worst moments. It shouldn't be, but for me personally, it was because. Looking not attractive, not wanted is something I hated. And my dad's mistress, she's a very attractive girl. When I was hanging out with her, I was like around 11 or 10. I don't remember. But I know she was 17 or 19. She was very beautiful and charming, but she did not really like me. She likes me in front of him, but whenever she's not around, she does not like me. And one time I really wanted to just like hang out with them. Because my mom hit me, my mom is like busy and tired. I wanted to see if I'm nice to her, he would like me more. And then my mom would feel bad that she ignored me. My father and I are close, so I'm always trying to do my homework. I would draw a little painting of her. Now I think it's stupid. And she was...
It's not stupid. That's that part of yourself that you think is stupid.
Yeah.
That was a tender part of yourself.
Yeah, she appeared to be nice to me, and it was so sweet. And she, they do the haircut. They make it hair like different color. Her hair like reddish, very stylish. And I went to get a haircut with her, and I wanted to have some red highlights so I can be more popular. She get them to cut my hair short. My hair was longer than this.
Is she the one that cut the hair? I thought it was your mom that cut the hair short.
She asked the hairdresser. My mom cut it short when I was very young because she think my hair is too silky, too fine. She actually cut it.
So this woman, then this woman cut it.
She asked the hairdresser. I was sitting there. She asked her to cut it shorter. I didn't want it, but I didn't want to make her angry. So I said, sure. Then it's shorter. Then it was to a point my hair was shorter than yours. Then she make it into a buzz cut. So she shaved my head. She didn't do it, but she asked him to do it. And she was laughing. She was like, that's so cute that you look like a little soldier, the Chinese soldier boy. And I was crying. And then, we went back to, you would say brothel, but I would say the hotel thing. And my dad came back. I was crying. He's like, why are you crying? I said, my hair is like, he's like, stop crying. You're making her uncomfortable.